Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode of Book HQ. So today I'm going to be talking about what everybody's been talking about for the last week, and that is Justice League. The film finally dropped. And it is kind of a mixed bag. I really enjoyed it. I thought that the pacing was really good. I was a little bit worried because sort of the darker tone and a lot of things taking place at night that I might not be able to see all the action so well. Like you sometimes get in movies where action scenes are shot in the dark and you just can't see anything in Maze Runner. But this wasn't like that at all. Like I could see everything very clearly. The action scenes were really cool. It was great to finally be able to see all the different characters who were all in that we've been seeing in all the trailers that have led up to this movie. But the film is not without its flaws. I'm saying all these great things about it, but there are also some very strange things about it. For me, my main thing was that I didn't really have that much of a problem with Steppenwolf, to be honest. I thought he was kind of cool, and I mean, as far as names for villains go, I think Steppenwolf is a pretty cool name, right? Step in the name of love, it ain't you fool, so you got to step in. I don't think you were really meant to pay that much attention to him. He was just supposed to be like a threat, voila, the reason that a group of superheroes comes together. I was disappointed with Superman because he came back, and I'm glad that he was less like broody and pouty and I have the weight of the world on my shoulders in this one. But to be honest, I thought that we were gonna get that bad Superman from Injustice. I remember when I first watched the Injustice animated movie, I was like traumatized that like Superman burned holes into the head of somebody who didn't agree with him. So I thought, oh, that was the Superman I was expecting to see, the evil one who burns holes in people's skulls. But that's not who we got. He was evil for like 2 minutes when he came back and was kind of confused about who he is and what his purpose was. But then after that, he was back to being his goody-goody, two-shoes, corn-fed, friendly superhero, which also wasn't a terrible thing. It's just that I kind of was led to believe, because his suit is also darker, that, you know, he was gonna be kind of on the dark side and they'd have to, like, battle against him. But, you know, it's still only Steppenwolf that they have to battle against. We get to see a bit of Cyborg. I loved the Flash because he was funny, but I didn't understand like why he was so clumsy. Like, did he just get his powers and he's still learning to use them, or what? And I'm not tainted from being a fan of the Flash on TV because, you know, Grant Gustin is knocking that out of the park, fine. But I never saw him be so like tripping everywhere. Ezra Miller's Flash, like he trips at one point and Batman has to catch him. Like, Batman shoots, like, a ropey thing and catches him, and he's like, thanks! And then, like, it's just, like, tripping all the time. And I was like, what? Like, other than that, it was kind of predictable, I guess, in that they defeat the bad guy at the end. Yay! I mean, not that they weren't supposed to defeat the bad guy at the end, but it was just like, okay, they defeated you. You saw. And also, the other thing is the guy, Steppenwolf's rhetoric. It was, like, the same, like, primitive beings. Like every evil person that drops through to Earth says that we're super primitive. And you know what? For a planet full of such primitive beings, our cup seems to runneth over with the amount of people who want to take over the planet. Like, if we're so lame and primitive, why is everybody trying to take over our planet? Food for thought. The come together overall was, you know, the action was good. I enjoyed it. Some of the dialogue was a bit refer to Ezra Miller again. Some of his dialogue was a bit like I really enjoyed Aquaman, even though he was like, sometimes he was a bit like loopy, like when he was like, yeah, I'm like, my man. Don't know who wrote his lines, but I really enjoyed him, especially when he has this little monologue about his fears and like how he feels about what's about to happen, and everybody's kind of looking at him like, dude, TMI. So he had some funny moments and some pretty deep moments as well. I kind of thought we would see a little bit more of him in his world, but, you know, Steppenwolf appeared, took the thing really quickly, and booked out. I think the other thing that's also pretty obvious about the film is that there's a lot of scenes that we were led to believe were going to be in the movie from the trailers, which were not in the movie. And I know it's because the Warner Bros. Mandate that the film should only be 2 hours, but there's a couple of things that we had hoped to see, which we did not see. Like when Bruce Wayne's assistant is talking to a floating being who may or may not be Supergirl. We didn't see that. a big question that I had. At the end of the film, Steppenwolf picks up Cyborg and rips off his leg, right? That happens. We see it happen. Cyborg's on the floor like, oh no. But then they defeat Steppenwolf. He gets banished, goes back to wherever it is that he came from. And then the whole Justice League team is up there standing like, yeah, the money shot. And it's like, but Cyborg is standing in the money shot with you guys. Did he hobble over on one leg? Did he like attach his leg back to himself? Like, what's happening? But all in all, it was an enjoyable movie, very entertaining. When I watched it, I didn't feel like I was in the real world, so I escaped right into that world very easily. And I'm really curious to hear what any of you think, if you've seen it, some of the scenes that you had hoped to see. If you have any other things that you noticed that were strange that I didn't, please go ahead and share them in the comments below. And I want to thank you all for watching. If you have not already subscribed, please do that. I appreciate the support. And until next time, keep reading and keep watching. Bye-bye.